Hello and welcome to French Philosophers React, a philosophical take on the news headlines for today, September 20th, 2024. This is an AI-generated podcast intended as an engaging, relevant, and informative way to explore what French philosophers might think about the day's news. But like all AI, it can make mistakes. Use it for generating possible ideas, but don't rely on it as an authoritative guide to the news or to the details of French philosophy. In the news today, a top Georgia Republican, David Ralston, was exposed in leaked texts that revealed his party's deepening divide over Donald Trump. The messages showed Ralston expressing reservations about Trump's influence and criticizing the former president's behavior. Ralston also expressed concerns about the party's shift towards more extreme conservative views under Trump's leadership. The texts highlighted the internal struggle within the Republican Party, with some members seeking to distance themselves from Trump's ideology. This division could have far-reaching implications for the party's future and its ability to appeal to a broader electorate. Commentary. In a politics landscape characterized by ideological rigidity and conformity, it's heartening to see a leader like David Ralston, a top Georgia Republican, grappling with the existential implications of his party's values. The leaked texts reveal a profound dissonance between serving constituents and adhering to a particular ideology, a tension that is at the very core of our human condition. As Jean-Paul Sartre so succinctly put it in Existentialism is a Humanism, we are condemned to be free, because once thrown into the world, we are forced to choose. This fundamental freedom is both exhilarating and terrifying, for it forces us to confront the inherent contradictions of our existence. Ralston's dilemma illustrates this point perfectly. Can he genuinely serve his constituents while also adhering to the increasingly extreme views of his party? Or will he succumb to the pressure of ideological conformity, sacrificing his authenticity in the process? The answer lies not in some abstract notion of political correctness, but in our very humanity. As Sartre notes in Being and Nothingness, an essay on phenomenological ontology, if we are not free, if we cannot choose, we will be reduced to being things that exist only in relation to other things. We must, therefore, choose our own path and create ourselves through our choices. Ralston's struggle is a poignant reminder of this existential imperative. Can he break free from the shackles of ideological conformity and forge his own path, or will he remain mired in the quicksand of party politics? The consequences of Ralston's decision are far-reaching, for it speaks to the very soul of our democracy. As Sartre so passionately argues in Existentialism is a Humanism, the only way to deal with an unfree world is to become so absolutely free that your very existence is an act of rebellion. In this sense, Ralston's hesitation is not just a personal failing, but a reflection of a broader societal malaise, one that threatens to suffocate our democracy with ideological rigidity. The Republican Party's internal struggle over Trump's ideology has exposed a deep-seated crisis of authenticity. As the party's values become increasingly extreme and rigid, its leaders are forced to choose between their ideological commitments and their genuine connection with the people they serve. Ralston's leaked texts reveal the existential predicament at the heart of this crisis. Can we genuinely represent our constituents while also adhering to an ideology that seems to be driving us further and further away from them? The implications of this crisis are profound, for it speaks to the very nature of our democracy. As Sartre so astutely observed, freedom is not a gift, but a fundamental aspect of our humanity. When we sacrifice our authenticity in the name of ideological conformity, we risk losing ourselves entirely. In this sense, Ralston's struggle is not just a personal failing, but a symptom of a broader societal malaise. The internal struggle within the Republican Party has been laid bare, with far-reaching implications for its future and its ability to appeal to a broader electorate. But it also speaks to a deeper crisis of authenticity that threatens us all. Can we genuinely serve our constituents while also adhering to an ideology that seems to be driving us further and further away from them? The answer lies not in some abstract notion of political correctness, but in our very humanity. As Sartre so eloquently put it, the only way to deal with an unfree world is to become so absolutely free that your very existence is an act of rebellion. Thank you for listening to today's episode of French Philosophers React. Be sure to come back tomorrow for more reflective takes on the day's news.